Us in the booth to fill in for Kyle Larson today for practice and qualifying. And practice begins with one car at a time. Pit road practice, because the Pit Crew Challenge is part of qualifying this evening. So he'll get
on to it, Kevin.
One shot at it. Welcome to Wilkesboro.
Green flag.
Well, it didn't take him long to get back comfortable, wide open. Or pit this time. You hear Cliff Daniels talking about him. Going to come off the turn 2 here, looking for pit road entrance. There it is. Down through the gearbox.
Now.
Pit road speed.
Yeah, pit road speed limit is in effect for qualifying. And there are only going to be 2 pit stalls used for qualifying and the Pit Crew Challenge. So it'll kind of be odd even as far as which of the 2 stalls is in use for each driver.
Which, there it is, nailed right into the stall.
30.
Perfect. Get to launch off of the stall back to pit road speed.
Which is only 30 miles an hour here.
Came pretty quick too, Larry.
Yeah, and the Pit Crew Challenge will be timed not only on the pit stop, but there's a loop before the pit box, a loop after, so it's the entire time through that segment, including the actual stop.
Welcome to Wilkesboro. If our booth looks a little different, it's because Larry McReynolds has joined Clint Boyer and myself for this event since Kevin Harvick is indisposed. Well, first, let's talk about what's new here this year.
Man, everything's new. New tires, new pavement, this asphalt, the grip level. We saw Kevin go out there. You could tell. I could see immediately, hadn't been in a car since last year, right? Kevin hasn't been in a car, and you could see him sawing on that wheel, getting a feel for the grip level underneath him with this car. I think it's that's going to be something fun that's new, and then all of a sudden, here comes a new tire. I love the fact that we're putting soft tires on these cars. What does that mean? That means it's going to go faster, and it's probably going to die faster as well.
Yeah, but let me expand on the soft tire. We still have the primary tire. When you see the yellow lettering, that's the normal race tire configuration. But when you see the red letters right there, that's the softer tire. And it should be about 4 to 5 tenths quicker than those on the yellow. You go, why don't we just run them all the time? Because they won't last that long. That's going to be the secret right there.
All right, right now for this pit stop practice, everybody is on the primary tire because that's the tire they will have to qualify on. We'll talk a lot more about tires, but first, Jamie Little.
That's right, Mike. We have 3 hours to talk about this. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's a lot different. The format is certainly different. You talk about what they're doing right now in that pit stop practice. So I just talked to Rudy Fugel, the crew chief for William Byron, and asked, all right, what's your plan? You have an open test here, or practice, I should say, for an hour. What do you do? He said, well, basically, we have 3 sets of primaries, 2 sets of those softer tires. At some point, we'll put those red tires on the softer tire, see where we are, get a gauge for that. And then the fun begins. It's the pit stop competition for qualifying tonight. So we'll bring that all to you. But right now, it's all about Kevin Harvick, right, Regan?
Well, Jamie, that's right. It is all about Kevin Harvick right now. Just got back to the pit stall over here a moment ago. Currently debriefing with Crew Chief Cliff Daniels. I'll get it right. Everything's a little bit new today. We got Kevin Harvick in the 5 car, not Kyle Larson. We're going to go, and looks like Cliff's done. All right. First rating on your new driver this week, who's an old driver. What do you think so far?
Yeah, I mean, that was obviously just a really quick lap, just to get a feel for pit road speed. My concern was just making sure he's comfortable in the car, the interior, the steering and all those things. And, he's already ready to talk about the car. So that's the veteran that he is. He's not worried about the interior stuff. He just wants to go work on the car stuff. So we certainly appreciate having Kevin here. Big thanks to, Nascar and Fox, you guys, for letting us do this. Kevin's been great to have around, so we'll see how it goes.
Did he hit the signboard like he wanted, do everything right in the pit stall over there?
I'm sure he's going to want to be more aggressive in the real thing, but for what that was a great start.
All right, thanks, Scope. We'll keep checking with you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Regan. Now, this practice pit stop affair is being done by organization. First, the 4 Hendrick cars, next, the 4 Stewart-Haas cars, and so on. Back in harness, Kevin Harvick driving for Hendrick Motorsports in relief of Kyle Larson.